Hi, thanks for joining us today on Shining Stars in South Florida Business. Our shining star today is Darla Solomon. She's a real estate advisor with Realty Associates, and her specialty is new construction. So you got a lot you're going to learn here today about a special form of real estate. So Darla, tell us how you got involved in this and how long you've been doing it.
Well, Danny, I started off in the home building industry. I've worked for several large home builders as a marketing executive, and part of that experience was to focus on market pricing and attracting buyers through marketing. And so that bodes well into general real estate, which is where I focus on new home construction.
So that was also with new home construction with builders. So you really got the background of what that process is before you even got into general real estate.
Correct.
Okay, so you were certainly the specialist then, because there's a lot of people that call themselves, general real estate that really don't know this new construction side. So I'm glad we're going to talk about that today.
Yeah, I'm the only agent that I'm aware of that has executive marketing management background in new home construction.
So you'd say that that's really what makes you different?
That's what makes me different.
Okay, so let's get right into it. I want to build from scratch. I want exactly what I want. That's what we're talking about.
Correct.
And you're representing builders and developments, right? The properties that you're showing. How's the process go? Do I have to find a lot first?
Well, the process is actually a lot simpler than most buyers think.
Right.
Any large home builder comes with a package. So you can either buy a to-be-built from the ground up, where you choose your lot, your floor plan, your interior features, all rolled up into one price and one loan, or you can buy a move-in ready inventory home. So there's two ways to purchase new home construction with the builder, depending on what the buyer's needs are and how quickly they need to move in.
So what determines whether someone will take something that's in inventory already or wants to build from scratch?
Their time frame for closing.
And I would think how picky they are too, right?
Correct. Obviously, building from the ground up allows you to put your thumbprint on whether or not you want a open floor plan, a 2-story floor plan, your interior features, your view. It allows you to have control over your choices.
So you just mentioned view. So it's really a two-sided process. Number one is where I want to live. So are there other things people take into consideration when they're choosing a lot? The view, what else?
Well, the best lots come with a higher lot premium.
Right.
So budget also plays a factor in what lot to choose. And of course, privacy plays a role. It just depends on the buyer's budget and what their objectives are, and what's remaining in the community as an option.
So that's a great point, because you may know exactly what you want in a house, but it's not fitting in your budget. Well, it may just mean the difference of same neighborhood, but up the street.
Correct.
Different shaped lot, maybe a little different view, but you still get your dream house that you want. Gives you more options where you might be able to trim and still get exactly what you want.
That's exactly right.
So why do people choose new construction over inventory available?
Well, first of all, there's a lack of quality inventory. A lot of affordable homes on the market today, unfortunately, need a lot of work or renovations or outdated. They're old. There's very limited choices today for getting a move-in ready home.
Right. I mean, we know, everyone's aware nowadays that it's a seller's market, and the houses that are out there and priced properly sell very quickly, sometimes hours.
That's correct. There's
most
bidding
days,
wars,
right? So if you're out there looking for exactly what you want and you find it, you'd have to move pretty quickly if you were that lucky.
That's right. And usually if you're financing, you're going to lose out in the bidding war to a cash buyer. And it's just very competitive, and you have to be extremely aggressive because everyone wants the nicest resale on the market, and everyone's fighting for that same house.
So the only time crunch when you're buying new construction is to make sure you get a lot, and the lots you want.
Or if it's an inventory home, it's already under construction or ready to move into, depending on what the buyer's looking for.
So if you're out there looking at houses and you're getting frustrated because you're finding close to what you want and then it's not there the next day, if you haven't looked into new construction because you think it's scary Well, Darla's going to make it not scary because she knows the system already. So if in your mind, if you got, here's what I want, you want to talk to Darla, and she'll tell you where she can find that type of thing, and then you really pick out all the details yourself as the buyer.
Correct. I help the buyer navigate through the process of new home construction, which is very different than the resale process.
Right.
Even the contracts are different. Each builder has their own contract. The negotiation's different. Different builders offer different incentives. And the best part of new home construction is that most builders will contribute toward the buyer's closing costs, so they spend less money out of pocket.
Right. Now, we all know that each of these developments has a sales office, and there's people that are there, and their job is to sell their inventory in their project. How is it different when someone comes in with an agent like yourself looking at new construction?
Well, the biggest mistake that buyers innocently make is they're driving past the sales office and they walk in out of curiosity just to see what it's all about. And the problem is, as soon as a buyer walks into the sales office, even just to ask for information, they lose their right to third-party representation, because the builder now will only work with the buyer and not their real estate agent. So
do they save any money by doing that?
They don't save any money whatsoever. In fact, it usually costs them money.
Right.
Because the builder's sales rep, as lovely and sweet as they may be, they work for the builder. They get paid to represent the builder, not the buyer. They do not get paid to represent the buyer's best interests. The advantage of having a qualified and experienced real estate agent is to help the buyer understand all of their options, not just the options within that particular community, and also help them navigate through the new home construction process and help them with negotiations.
And really, when you're dealing with the salesperson there, I think it's the difference between getting a sales pitch or smart representation, because they're going to go in there by themselves and they're going to learn every reason why they should buy that day in that project.
With that builder.
That's right. Now, if they go in with you, you're familiar with all the other projects in the area, and you're going to say, well, this is what makes this one different. Maybe it's better for you. Maybe this one over here is better for you. But it's a big difference in the sales process when you've got someone laying out your options rather than, buy here today, now this is for you.
And that's correct. And you raise a good point. The reason why that's imperative is because if you go online, there's really not a good way to find all the new home construction communities on one website. I actually created an aggregator website called newhomeassist.com, where I'm beginning to put all the new home communities on one website, so buyers don't have to go to individual builder pages to determine what new communities are where.
Right.
It's all on one page.
Plus you already have it on one page in your head.
Exactly.
Too. So Darla, make sure you tell everybody the easiest way to reach you, because if you're buying new home construction, now I know you deal mostly in Northern County and
Yes, I can help any buyer or seller, or even just someone just wanting to know what their home is worth, from Palm Beach Gardens to Palm City, regardless of whether or not they want new home construction. Anybody can call, text, or email me. My cell number is 772-370-7879, and my email is darla@newhomeassist.com.
Don't go shopping for a new home without a professional. Darla's a shining star in South Florida business. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you, Danny. Appreciate it.